governmental palace of the tiny Republic of San Marino becomes an impromptu fortress surrounded by communist sympathizers. Here, the red-dominated government, defeated in a recent election, is holed up, guarded by police. They refuse to give up power. Finally, a group of newsmen is allowed through the cordon of police to question members of the red hierarchy. At a conference, Florence attempts to justify his government stand. Ten miles away, in a factory building near the Italian border, the duly elected government holds forth, recognized by the United States and Italy.
Porque lo que no pueden perdonarnos los imperialistas es que estemos aquí y que hayamos hecho una revolución socialista en las propias narices de los Estados Unidos. Y que esa revolución socialista la defendemos con esos fusiles. Lo que no pueden perdonarnos los imperialistas es la dignidad, la entereza, el valor, la firmeza ideológica, el espíritu de sacrificio y el espíritu revolucionario del pueblo de Cuba. Eso es lo que no pueden perdonarnos, que estemos ahí en sus narices.
since King Michael of Romania came to the throne in 1927, he's been in the forefront of European news. He was then a boy of 6, having succeeded King Ferdinand after Carol had been exiled. 3 years later, Michael's father returned to Romania and was proclaimed king. His rule lasted for 10 years until in 1940 he abdicated in favor of his son. Michael was now 19 years old, and the next piece of dramatic news was his arrest of the pro-German Antonescu. We see him here later, attending a Russian celebration in honor of the Soviet Army's 28th anniversary. And this year he came to London to attend Princess Elizabeth's wedding. His engagement to Princess Anne of Bourbon-Parma was announced only a short time before his abdication.
Still living under blockade conditions, Berliners feel more results of the deadlock in the form of cut-down public transport. Streetcars are packed literally to the doors, while the normal supply routes for food and fuel remain idle and deserted.
Our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos. Its purpose should be the revival of a working economy in the world so as to permit the emergence of political and social conditions in which free institutions can exist. Such assistance, I am convinced, must not be on a piecemeal basis as various crises develop. Any assistance that this government may render in the future should provide a cure rather than a mere palliative. Any government that is willing to assist in the task of recovery will find full cooperation, I am sure, on the part of the United States government. Any government which maneuvers to block the recovery of other countries cannot expect help from us.
rassemblement du peuple français. Qui, dans le cadre des lois, va promouvoir et faire triompher l'immense effort du salut commun et la réforme profonde de l'État. Il est temps que dans cet accord des actes et des volontés, la République française, de noyautage en noyautage, sous une certaine dictature, soit de perdre dans l'anarchie jusqu'à l'indépendance du pays. Il est temps que se forme et que s'organise le rassemblement du peuple français. La République que nous avons fait sortir du tombeau où l'avait esta disposición nueva de un continente de América está plasmada y resumida en el grito que día a día nuestras masas proclaman como expresión irrefutable de su decisión de lucha, paralizando la mano armada del invasor. Proclama que cuenta con la comprensión y el apoyo de todos los pueblos del mundo y especialmente del campo socialista encabezado por la Unión Soviética. Esa proclama es patria o muerte.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
and get another positive scoring on the board.
Yeah, because then actually the board does look a lot more red when you add 5 VPs there. It's an interesting game. And so much still to score.
And there's Middle East, but we weren't doing anything about that this turn, so that's fine.
Oh, I think I agree with you on Zaire instead of Angola, though.
Yeah, Derek, I guess, thinking now he has relines on Zaire, and he can walk back into Angola if he does get realigned out, but
yeah, but those
I don't know.
relines come first against him potentially.
Yeah, I like Zaire. Maybe I'm a coward, but I like
No,
Zaire. Just flip it. I guess, say we get realigned out of Angola, we're probably not getting realigned out of Zaire. I don't think he would risk realigning his own country at even. So we could walk back in and take Zimbabwe.
Yep.
And then we have relines on Zaire, even if he does get us out of Angola.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I think Botswana Zimbabwe play would be not bad here at all.
No, not at all. Oh, see, so you have to protect Mexico now.
Yeah, you have to choose if you want which one. I like Nixon. I like playing Nixon, giving him China, and then taking it back with cultural. Derek disagrees.
Yeah, I could even make a case for playing China, giving Nixon, although on this tight of a board, those 2 VPs could really matter, and then eventing cultural.
Yeah, I think this is fine. It gives him relines on Mexico, but it is what it is. You can't protect against everything that just created, and this gives us a path to Africa control if we get some really good relines there.
Yeah, if we get some decent relines on South Africa, then a coup is Zaire. We're looking pretty in Africa.
So we are up 2. Asia's going to score. Southeast Asia is going to score. Both of those are almost certainly going to be red at this point. So, I mean, maybe this doesn't look so bad for Derek. It looks really good if Mexico survives here.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
and then this would be a
that.
6. Okay, a 3. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's
enough.
huge. I do want to get We Will Bury You out of our hand pretty soon. I don't want to hold that into next turn. That's a prime Missile Envy pull.
Yeah, I agree. And we have things to do with our ops for sure.
Yes. Even filling Southeast Asia at this point, I don't think is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Peru, I think, is priority 1 at the moment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I don't hear anything. Sad. Well, let's see how the Justin game's going. They are
Just
kind
a
of
2
losing.
on the coup there. So we're given Camp David, and we're going to coup that back. Okay. Yeah, because Middle East scored, so we can do that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to. Egypt and Jordan barely matter, so it's really just we need to repair 1 in Israel at some point now.
Yeah.
And I think we're putting a 4 up on this last AR for influence, so.
I would hope so.
I would like Israel. I would like Peru. You could even overprotect Mexico so that he doesn't just jam in on AR7.
All of these things make good sense. I wonder if we're just now we're gonna see a space from Frank. Yeah, so that gives us some nice tempo.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Israel Mexico is fine. We can even you could even take a little look-see at Poland too if you want to get conservative. I don't remember what that's at.
I think they're at 3. I think Poland and East Germany are currently sitting at 3 apiece. I think Southeast Asia is okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put one up there,
Yeah,
up there in Poland. Hey, all right.
the more I think about it, the more I really like a Mexico overprotect here, because we could just see Frank jam that rather than try and play the Guatemala coup game. And
Yeah.
that's a problem for us because we want to get a coup off in Africa anyway. We don't want to have to deal with
I don't know that we
fixing
need.
Mexico or.
Yeah, I know I was yelling at Derek to put 1 in Poland, but I think he didn't need 2. I don't think. Yeah.
Oh well, maybe
All
he
right, never
did.
mind. This isn't
Here's
good.
garbage. Nope.
What does the Pope smell like, Derek?
Wonder if this Pope was saying the same stuff the current Pope's been saying and getting in trouble for.
Oh, what's the current Pope been saying?
Oh, he just like a month ago, he said that the F slur, and then apologized for it, and then like again this month they were like he again said it smells a little F slurry around the Vatican, which I mean you
Interesting.
shouldn't say that word, but is pretty funny to imagine the Pope's just like yeah, these guys are a little fruity in here.
He's just having
Like,
his cereal or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
This hand
Well,
really sucks. This has got to be a. Ugh.
I think we're self trapping, right?
I was trying to. Can we play China and avoid that? But I think we are self trapping. I hate self trapping so much.
That's nice.
Yep, that'll help majorly.
It makes sense from Frank here. Like you don't have the China card. What are you going to do in Asia? You might as well just get it out of the way.
Oh,
And that's he only has 2s.
oh my. All right, so cards not in. So okay, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. There are only 15 cards that Frank could have right now, if I've done my card tracking right. They are Kitchen, OAS, Panama, Defectors, Formosan, Special, Southeast Asia, South America, Africa, Central, How I Learned, IP War, One Small Step, AI War, and Korean War.
Yeah, and I'm especially with the Asia headline, I'm thinking Frank has minimum 1, maybe 2 more scorings in his hand.
I think so too.
And Derek did have Olympic Games in hand, so pretty safe there. But when you get a 2-op back, you have to start thinking about like, oh man, could I have lost the game with this missile envy?
Yeah.
I would use U2 to coup that back. I think it's really important, and I think Frank definitely has Central in his hand.
Yeah, I think I agree.
And so does Derek. Oh, maybe not.
I mean, you could use Omit. That's getting played. But I'm okay with U2. I'm okay with. I think you're right. It's a very important coup.
Yeah, I do like keeping around as many cards. If I'm going to self-trap, which I'm going to with this hand, I think I like keeping around as many cards to dump into the trap as possible.
Also a very good point.
Do we have to play it? If we self-trap, do we have to play Omit? Let's say we self-trap and we get out in 1. So we self-trap, we dump grain into the trap. We could space Omit. No, then you would have to give China.
Giving Nixon, right?
Yeah. You either have to give China or give Nixon, and I don't really love either of those.
Well, that's actually not the worst one I've ever seen. Frank will just take those even real lines now.
Yeah, especially if Frank has the scoring in hand, which seems likely to me. You just take that even real line on Mexico.
But he only gets 2 shots at it. Although, as we just said, 49.77% chance.
2 shots max. Maybe he only has 1-ups left. We don't know. I actually don't think there's enough. If you count scorings, there's probably enough scorings and 1-ups out there.
Yeah, there are literally 7 1-ups and This is Mexico and Guatemala. Yeah, that's obnoxious. I like that play a lot.
I do. That's a good point. You don't have to worry about him taking Mexico. You can't do it, so you could just coup Guatemala back. But then he can dump Central for free.
Yeah.
Derek reaching for the China card. If you're gonna play China here, this is a little crazy, but what if you went 1 Mexico, 2 Guatemala with China?
That is crazy, but it's fun.
But I do think you probably are just gonna give omit. So maybe you just give it. But God, I mean, there's potentially 3 good scorings out there. That's so scary.
I know. You just got to
And
hope they're all in Frank's garbage hand.
yeah, I mean, I guess at least it's turn 6 and not turn 7. So like, Southeast Asia has a chance to come back.
Yep.
Africa would be a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, because what's the bad one? It's really just Africa. Southeast Asia was 2.
Yeah, that's not that I would take that. I would live with that.
Yeah, problem is there's only 3 red cards left in the deck. AI War, Korean War, and Flower Power.
So, assuming these relines on Mexico work, I think I self trap.
They did work.
They sure did. Do you just do it on Cuba to be kind of annoying? Maybe it just takes you get really lucky and it takes one out, or Chile.
I was going to say maybe Chile, or you could even do Algeria. Those are all -1, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I would self trap here. I would overprotect Cuba. No. You got to overprotect Cuba.
Yeah. He's trying to. Oh, he's
This
trying to
makes
completely remove presence, which
it's worth 1 more VP if it works.
interesting, but
Try Argentina, right? Might as well.
I guess, yeah.
It didn't matter.
Actually, I might have done his crazy Zimbabwe one if that was at +2. I mean,
Okay,
Frank
so
way back in, but
if Frank has the if so Frank should probably just fill he could go Mexico, El Salvador, and he could steal a couple of VP.
I think poking Cuba is the way to
Maybe
go, right?
maybe he doesn't have a 2-op left.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, so we get out. I think I would try double spacing. Nixon
Yeah, I like
clearly
spacing
space.
this.
Maybe nuke subs you could poke something. I don't know what. Okay, that's the one we were looking for.
Yep. And for all our talk about how maybe Frank was doing better earlier, that is not the case anymore.
No, this is very Derek favored. Now I would space just to try and get the 2 VP. Have we seen one small step yet? I don't think we have, right?
We have not. You should definitely space. Oh, and he gets it.
Nice. There's the 3 scoring cards in a row.
Oof.
He literally just didn't even have a 2-op left to poke.
To poke
Cuba. God,
Yikes.
that's miserable. Okay, so what's going on in Frank's hand?
Yeah. Missile Envy was played. 2, 4, 6, 8. We should know all his cards. Okay, you tell me which one of these needs to be discarded because I've got 1 or 2 too many here.
Okay.
Defectors. We held defectors through, right? So
We held defectors through, so that's out.
okay. So special duck IP was played, right?
Yeah, we saw IP a second time.
All right. So then I think it's special duck, 1 small step, arms race, brush war, CMC, and AI war.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Derek saying Missile Envy is dangerous. Without him, there were several good headline options that make Missile Envy a loss if he redrew the wrong card. So you
Yep.
cannot play that. You don't have any good headlines though. You could do Warsaw. I think I like a Warsaw event anyway.
Warsaw.
Just buff up your battlegrounds, which are
I feel like
both.
I'm wrong about one of Frank's cards, by the way. I think I have one too many cards, but anywho. Um, yeah, Warsaw or maybe Korean War.
Yeah, Korean War's fine.
But I think you're like, yeah, Warsaw's better. We need to buff that up. But with this VP track the way it is, that's a good redraw. Yeah, as I look at that East Europe, Warsaw seems really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not the one. We don't want that one.
In May 1955,
So what do you coup with this?
from 7 Eastern European nations
Um,
met in Warsaw, Poland, to sign a pact with
You
their
have
superpower neighbor,
surprisingly
the
for
Soviet
the
Union.
board not being great, you don't have any
This main
super
event
great
would
coup targets
establish
here.
Soviet control of the region and challenge the alliance of capitalist nations in the
man.
Pacific. The United States and Western Europe had previously signed the North Atlantic
Like you can coup Zaire, I guess, but
and now the Soviet Union and
that's weak.
That's what I was gonna say. Or Nigeria and let him realign, but I think I would do on Zaire. But yeah, it had to be one of the actually maybe even Algeria.
Oh, I do think I like Algeria actually. Worse odds, of course, but
Are we really
yeah,
holding 5-year plan? I was gonna say 5-year plan PCR.
we aren't, right? I mean, we just got grains, so we have to play 5-year plan. Just AR7.
Yes, that's right. Thank you.
But otherwise, I agree. I do not want to hold 5-year plan into the late war. You're just asking to get DEFCONed. Although
Sure.
CIA and grain gone.
That's true. Derek's salt options are just grain sales for now, so I would recommend holding off on that event.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't use it, but we'll see. We'll see what Derek wants to do. Maybe he wants to space it.
Oh, Frank saying
Oh,
that was his hold.
that's
That was a truly horrible turn for Frank.
Derek. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Derek, I want to see Derek click that again. I just want to look at that turn 6 hand that Frank had again.
Yep.
You said special known in Frank's hand, right?
I believe so, but remember, I think I'm wrong about one of these cards. This seems fine.
That's fair. Assume
What is Frank gonna brush? Algeria? Or do you not care about the extra 1 pip on Thailand and just take that swing?
I think Thailand is so much more valuable. Algeria gets us to 2 African battlegrounds, which doesn't change that much. Thailand evens Asia and gives us a 4 VP swing in Southeast Asia.
I think it's worth the pip. Yeah. Oh, yeah, with Southeast Asia too. I think it's definitely worth the extra pip.
So I think actually
different
Derek,
IP work.
I think Derek urgently needs to fill Malaysia just to deter that.
Yeah, because really those are the only 2 targets.
Yeah, I mean, unless you wanted to do like, no, those are the only no. You don't. Even, there's not even other targets. You could do Iran. No, I mean, yeah. There's nothing. The only country with better odds than Thailand is Algeria. So
crazy considering because because all 5 2-stabs in the Americas are controlled by Frank and very little else in the mid-war regions. It's an interesting board.
yeah, I think Derek needs to fill South. I think Derek needs to take Malaysia, his next AR with Missile Envy.
Yeah, that seems fine. So I think I think we have Special, Duck, AI War, One Small Step, Brush, and CMC, and an unknown in Frank's hand.
AI War's turned off though, right? Yeah. Because I was gonna say that Flower Power pull would have been kind of a disaster for him, but AI War is off, so that helps. Take Malaysia. Take Malaysia. Defend against the Thailand brush.
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, very nice.
We might see a Lao flip.
Yeah,
But I
Frank
think
does
he,
have some ops.
but unless he does it with a 4, I think we just flip it back with Salt. Like we're not getting something useful with Salt. We're wondering that too, Derek. We're wondering that too.
I think it's just Algeria, and it's kind of sad.
Yep. I don't think you take Thailand is now a 1 in 6, right?
No, yeah, that's nuts. Unless
Yeah.
you're gonna, well, like you just said, flipping Lao.
I think I would try it. But I think these cards are all kind of known in Derek's hands, so you kind of know you aren't gonna succeed.
Yeah, I think I just take my brush on Algeria. What we learned was a redraw. Oh,
Make this brush try. I was gonna say to make this brush a little better with this coup, but it doesn't even do that. I might have taken Tunisia just to be kind of a jerk.
yeah.
And now do you want to space NATO? Okay, never mind. He's gonna block that.
Yeah, headline peak nice if we're worried about kind of DEFCON or bust scenarios here, which I think we're getting close to that. Is there anything?
There's nothing worth picking up there, right? I don't want. I mean, your
You don't want to
battlegrounds
get,
look pretty. Your battlegrounds look pretty good, but I don't want to even give him a chance to roll on Africa or something. Just play some ops.
yeah, and he could actually event duck too to take you out of war games range.
I like Salt to South Africa. Although if we're wrong about special, I don't mind playing NATO now.
Yeah, I think that must be the card that I'm wrong about if Derek's doing that.
A
Oh no, I'm right about special.
yeah, okay. So hold off. I mean, you're probably still gonna have to play it, but hold off. Maybe you can jam West Germany with it.
Oh, he's trying. Okay, he's trying to hold on Salt for brush.
I don't think Salt for Brush worth it. What are we brushing on this board? I guess Argentina's a good target.
Argentina, we got some 50-50s.
Yeah. What is no?
Oh, I don't bother.
Like this is like
this. You've
no
done
Nigeria.
Yeah.
If it was like a 2-op card, sure. Special is inactive. He doesn't have anything in the UK. I like this and put 1 in there. Make him spend 2 ops if he wants to then an event special.
Interesting.
I kind of just assumed it was active. I forgot that special was not active at the moment.
Great Britain and the United States protested.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to Salt for brush. I don't think that's happening right now. Although I think Salt was one of the redraws. So I don't think Frank knows about it.
Correct. I'm curious what Frank's going to want to do with Brush because, I mean, you might even consider spacing it. Like, Algeria doesn't do a ton, and you're giving Derek 2 VP for it.
The Netherlands, the United Kingdom,
yeah.
Norway, Denmark.
But maybe you just feel like you're so far behind that you need to make something happen.
The pact was designed to
is it crazy to brush Peru? Yes, it is crazy, I think.
The treaty members realized
yeah, at the same odds as Algeria. If it was, better odds, maybe, but
political and economic stability in the North.
I honestly might.
To ensure this,
yeah, he's getting 5 from South America right now. That would only get him up to 8, really.
An attack against one would be an attack against all.
Special will
I would just,
temporarily at least get out of war games range for Frank.
I might just jam the UK with Salt because he has successfully outlasted you, and I don't want to give him 2 VP.
This may be the most USSR ops I've seen in the UK. Definitely tied for the most. I don't think I've ever seen 4.
I've definitely not seen 4. I think I probably have seen 3 from like, you know, a reformer plus someone poked it with special or something once, but
makes sense.
Someone posted a screenshot once where Soviets had control of Canada. So
of Canada?
Yeah, they got that extra 1 VP.
That's amazing. I had someone destall into Canada once.
That's a bold use of one of the most valuable ops you can have.
Yeah, I won that game.
Okay, that was a redraw.
Yeah, that means okay, so Cuban must be wrong then. Because I think he definitely has special and brush as his other 2 cards.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember seeing Cuban. I don't know. Maybe it got discarded to Omit?
Yeah, maybe I missed an Omit card. That could be.
I like West Germany jam here. Blocks Europe Dom. He probably ends up using special to not for the event to repair it.
Yeah,
Just
I think you're right.
More in there. Pop 1 more in there. Make him spend 2 ops to do it.
And he's got to spend special, right? If he has special and brush.
Yeah, I mean he could do it with brush too, I guess, but
then
we get right. then we get up to 10 VP.
And we're playing it for ops and giving the 2 VPs. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's just nothing better to do with 1 op here. Like just do this. This is good. So yeah, this is an active special being placed for ops into West Germany, which is so demoralizing.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty clearly the play, but Frank's sitting there trying to figure out something that isn't that, because that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, you could just use the ops from Brush War to do it and try and get your 2 VP from special next turn.
But you're going to play Brush for ops. You're going to have to put 2 more into the UK, maybe even 3, because Derek will keep poking it.
Yeah, I mean, Derek, you're right, because Derek's happy to play. If you just want to play poke UK game over and over, Derek is winning this game otherwise. So if we want to play that the whole time, it's fine.
Yeah, I think you just take your 2 from special and put them into West Germany. Doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
I don't think Frank's getting that event off. Or if he is, it's going to be kind of prohibitively expensive to me.
Yeah, Brush, you can space it next turn if you want to save the 2 VP, or maybe it finds a useful target next turn.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to play Brush for ops, you could actually play them into the UK, so you could. That's just what we're doing.
You could go 2 UK and then you could have gone 2 UK.
I would have done 2 UK, 1 West Germany, I think.
I think the only problem with that is then you're 100% committed to headlining special.
That's true.
Because you wouldn't have Europe Dom, so it frees up Derek to be a little more greedy with his headline. You can't. I was gonna say I really like We Will Bury You, but you can't because if he drew Cal. So if you can't do that, Brezhnev isn't too bad.
Yeah, Decal's not going to do much for us.
I mean, I guess Southeast Asia is unscored, so you could just pop 3 of them in there, and you could do the 4th one in Nigeria. So if we realign, we instantly retake the country. I think we're giving up a super painful Alliance for Progress this turn, or holding it. I guess we can hold it.
Yeah, I do like seeing just 1 DEFCON card at a time. That's pretty great.
Yeah. I'll hold Brezhnev. I think I like decall. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot, but it messes up Southeast Asia. It makes him spend 3 ops there.
So
Okay,
we're gonna
this is
do
fine too.
double terrorism. South America will get Frank out of war games.
Yep. I think I'd coup Nigeria now, honestly. South has scored, and I'm not cooing Mexico with it already being reliable or Panama with double overprotection.
Yeah, I think this is right. I was actually in the back of my mind wondering if We Will Bury You wasn't bad here, but we got to get our mill ups anyway.
Libya might have made sense, but you would want to use a bigger card, and then you would have that. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, it's a great CNS.
I think you space it now.
I would just do terrorism now, I think.
I think I would space first because he might space one more time here, and make his hand a little better, and then we terrorism after he gets another bad card out of his hand.
Mm.
But I would do terrorism this next AR no matter what. I still like decall 3 to Southeast Asia, 1 to Nigeria. You can realign Nigeria. We're holding China.
Stronger now.
We're holding China in alliance, I think. No reason to play China. Giving 5 from alliance is quite bad because now there is a world where we lose to war games.
Yeah, Europe gets Frank to 3.
And there's all kinds of random events to give you VP as the US.
Yeah, so like Cal would get him to 5.
There's that one.
Won't.
And I think that, okay, Ivory Coast. I would hit him with terrorism now. Yeah. Oh, those are pretty good hits.
Not bad.
All that work to get special active. Oh no, Derek, he replied to you, but you closed it too fast. Now we'll never know what he said. All that work to get special active to gain those 2 VP, and then it just gets terrorized away.
Yeah.
Derek also now has the last AR, which he can use a 4-op We Will Bury You for if he so desires. Last AR decall, not too bad either.
Yeah, last AR decall is interesting. That. Yeah, so he does do exactly as you suggested, which I think is good.
The threat of Southeast Asia, I think you need to. You can't afford to lose 3 VP there. I think you need to repair those. And then if he doesn't have a 4, we can just Brezhnev flip Nigeria. We don't even need to realign it.
Oh, he doesn't even have a 3. Yikes.
Or, I mean, he does know that he's missing some ARs here, so maybe he wanted to hold back his 3 just to be a little more useful later.
That's true, but that was a big spot. So that may have been thinking, but I like just going at just take your Africa control.
Yep. Hey, there's Southeast Asia. I like a kitchen coup on Guatemala, and then on our last AR, we can jam Mexico, which Derek seems to agree with. Unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Frank is getting hosed this game.
Yes, it's about like, what was it, turn 5 or so? This has not gone well for Frank at all.
No. Which is not to. I think Derek has played very well. Like I've agreed with pretty much everything Derek has done, but Frank has just had some really bad stuff. Yeah, Derek just keeps doing what I say, so how could I disagree with him?
Oh, the old turn 9 master. That's always fun. Love
Yeah,
to see purge in our hand.
the Nasser's a good event. I'm going to. I think my purge is my headline. We're not going to hold it through with this hand. I don't think so. Let's just purge him and make him sad again.
Yeah, you could maybe get some tilt factor there too.
Yeah. Although this game is getting creeping closer and closer to over by the second.
Yep.
I think maybe a small mistake. I don't know that Derek's going to end up taking Burma, but I think taking Burma might have been more important than retaking like the Philippines. Just because an IP war hitting India would be large.
Mm. Very true.
Like that flips Asia. The Middle East could still end up even. So then I would place influence here. I would repair Algeria and take Mexico.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
He's purged. He gets a coup off and he retakes Nigeria, which is fine. Who cares? And then we still have 4 battlegrounds in Africa.
Yeah, Mexico definitely better than Nigeria.
Oh, this Iron Lady. The event's gonna have. This is one of the most valuable Iron Ladies you'll ever see. She's taking like 3 influence out of the UK.
Oh, wow.
Scroll up a little so we can see it happen, Derek. Well, we saw the number fly across the screen.
There we go.
The old 8-0 UK.
Right. Triple overprotects UK. So he's got that going for him.
The commander of the operation
Oh, Frank's even talking to me. Ever since he lost that game in person to me. Yeah, I tilted him by beating him. After he beat me twice in Champions League. We should have at least made it an official friendly so I could have got some ITSR back for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, watch this be a 1.
Oh.
Okay. There you go. Look.
See, everything's fine.
Yeah. Derek should have said that in chat. Like, what are you complaining about, dude? You just rolled a 6.
This is a long time ago. I was playing a lobby game. Guy was kind of a jerk. So I pulled off a Quag Purge combo where I think I headlined Gunman, then purged him. Saw he only had 2 ops, then purged him, and then quagged him on AR2, so he missed his whole turn. And then he was whining the whole time, but then he got out of it the next turn on AR1, and I was just like, just to be a jerk, I said, stop complaining. You got out of that in 1 roll.
Did he find that funny?
He did not.
What's this? Nicaragua? Yeah.
Oh,
There's the one. There's the one.
You're 1 off.
I would event Nasser right now. Okay, this is reasonable too.
Yeah.
There's the one. Derek was thinking about scrolling over there to say, look, I rolled a 1 too.
Oh, so for Frank, how are we possibly coming back, JR? We definitely got to get some real lines in Central.
Chernobyl, EEU, and a whole ton of other ops could get us Europe control.
That's true. Actually, if we can flip Central to a Dom, then all of a sudden we're getting 12 VPs from Europe and the Americas, and Derek's getting about that from Asia and Africa. So we've evened the board just.
We just need like our scorings to come, which I mean they could. Derek doesn't have any of his scorings in hand.
Yeah, so Frank sneakily still in this one. He does need to roll a little higher than that. Oh, all right. So now take those Cuba realigns.
We'll see if they work. Nope.
No.
One. Oh, right, he's purged. Okay, so now this is just Iran Contra into Nicaragua, Cuba.
Yes.
No, yeah. Don't get cute with it. Just do this. That's correct. North Sea probably the hold here.
I think so. This isn't the worst time to give it with him.
Huh,
Oh.
you know, I know you don't want to use AWACS to Saudis as an event there, but it gives you a free 4-op if you do, rather than having to space. I guess it does give you discard and the chance at 4 VP next turn, though, so maybe that is worth it.
I think it was worth it just for temp. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, okay. That's pretty close to a nail, the coffin closing.
Yeah, that's not good at all. I think it's fine to give North Sea, and I think the AWACS was necessary for the tempo to take those Cuba realigns.
Yeah, and maybe Frank has another garbage hand here, it seems.
Yeah, that's true.
He will get a chance here to coup Nicaragua and then realign Cuba again if he wants. But you don't want to be in a situation where you have to play that on turn 10, where it can be way more devastating than on turn 9.
Yes.
So I understand this. I think we're down to one DEFCON card in the deck. I think only Star Wars is around.
Not done a great job of tracking the last turn, but that seems right to me. Oh, and that's a flower
There's
power
another 2 VP.
activator. Yikes. Oh, hit
Hey,
that.
but he hits it. And he will just discard Marine Varix bombing. But Derek gets Africa, which is going to give him a bunch of VP. Middle East, which is almost certainly 0. He gets EEU.
Yeah, this is
He
a
gets
garbage hand.
Yeah, not a great hand for sure. I think it's probably just an IP War headline.
IP War headline and then score Africa if you hit it, right? That's just a win.
Well, now you're scoring Africa even if you miss it.
Yeah, just immediately.
Yep.
I
Do
think
it.
you just have to. Hey, you don't need
It's
to take an AR1 coup with nuclear subs in effect.
Nope. And it's not like we're trying to DEFCON him or something. So just score your Africa right now. No, don't do that. Score Africa, get to 18 points.
Yeah, that doesn't give you Dom. So I get the thought there, but it doesn't work.
And you can just do that later. Like, even if that did work, you can do it later. You can still score Africa right now for 6
yeah.
because Africa's getting worse every AR for the rest of this game, probably. You can assume. So just score it right now for 6.
Yeah. Derek's trying to get to 20 right here, and he should just score Africa to just put this game away. Maybe it goes to scoring, but who cares?
You could even, instead of doing a poke, like do a Libya jam later, and if you flip it, then you do have Middle East Dom, and maybe you get the swing off.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, it's just Africa.
Yeah.
No.
This can wait. Like, I don't even disagree with a potential coup on Libya, but just score Africa first.
Yep.
Because it does such violence to the spirit, thwarting the human impulse to create.
This also kind of side note is why I generally like to play my nuke subs on AR1. Maybe Frank just doesn't have a headline, but okay, we got there. I like that.
No, I do agree with that. The one time I really like headlining it is if I have, gunmen or something in hand and they don't know it, because a lot of the time they won't coup, and then you get out a gunman for free.
That's very true.
Although that's one of those plays that works better against better players. Like that higher level players are more likely. All right, start the ones. So now I think you take this Libya coup.
I agree. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Might be good enough.
Cool. We have to give Sadat this turn, so I think we just score the Middle East now. It was a good effort to get to. So the two holds are, or is Sadat a hold and we give EEU here?
Yeah, that's not much better. think I think we can give EU, right?
I would like to scroll up to see. Yeah, we can give EEU here. It's fine. I would give it like last AR so that he can't try and abuse it, but
Yeah.
and we can't do anything. I was gonna say poking Europe seems nice, but we can't really do anything there, right?
I like putting both of these in Central, but I would have just put both into Mexico since he keeps going it.
Yeah, it seems likely we're gonna see another coup.
One better
Maybe
every
he'll roll.
time, Frank.
Yeah, if he rolls one better every time, eventually he'll get it.
Oh, maybe it's doubling. He's gonna roll an 8 next time.
Okay, so squad's back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Derek has won this. This is over. Good game. Good effort by Frank, but there's nothing to be done here.
Oh, a little worse. We're backsliding.
I would overprotect just all three.
Yeah.
You know he's just gonna coup it again. Yeah, there you go. I think this is gonna just not get to final though. I think Frank has that scoring. The single-minded obsession with it.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Although he could space. He could space this AR to not lose before final if he hits it.
To ignore the facts of history and the aggressive impulses of an evil empire, to simply call the arms race a giant misunderstanding, and thereby remove yourself from the struggle between right and wrong and good and evil.
There it is. So yeah, this is EEU. I was thinking Sadat, but this makes perfect sense. What does this even do? Is there anything that matters on the board?
Yeah, you could go into Libya, I suppose. Oh, actually, no, not really, because that doesn't give Dom. No, not
I don't mind that. Presenceless Europe can do that. But, I mean, I think Frank's just scoring Central, so I don't think it matters.
Star Wars for EU would be fun. Oh, no, it wouldn't.
Well,
it'd be fun.
Oh, hey, I can hear us on stream now. I did message Derek on a thing, so maybe they heard us talking for a while.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so Frank only needs to make up like the 12 VP, and then he's also losing in final by a couple of VP, like 6 or 7. So he just needs an 18-point swing or so, maybe 20.
I think he's losing by Asia in final scoring, basically.
Europe's 5, South is 5. That's 10. Yeah, you're right. He's losing by Asia, which is 6 right now.
I think so, 6 or 7.
Yeah. All right, this is easy. This is an easy 19 VP swing.
All right, so a close one early does end up in Derek's favor. So Derek will move to 2-1 in this early Midwest League season, and Frank drops his first one of the season. JR, thank you very much for coming on this Wednesday night. It was great having you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me. Glad I was able to fill in since it looks like Matt never ended up making it.
Yep, so great having you and great to have you all watching. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.